Ladies and gentlemen, pimps and players, are you ready? Are you ready to go on an epic, sneaky bandit style adventure with me today? Yes, we're going on adventures with yours truly, Sneaky Bandit. That's right, I had to take the reins away from Godzillanator. You see what he did? You see what he did? That was, put an epic failure is putting it mildly. He botched that 7 quality card. Right, we had it roll. We had it rolled 7 quality. It didn't matter what the other stats were, and he botched it. He botched it. But check it out. Check out what I did. Sneaky Bandit did it. All this credit goes to Sneaky Bandit. Got blue max HP and blue all attack, and then some other stuff sprinkled in. Some crit rate, all defense, the fire resist. I think that's actually the best stat I can get there. Why can't I click that? Why can't I click that? Because it's ignore defense, and I have a ton of ignore defense. And fire resist is actually going to help from Mephisto. This would have been nice for dodge, but I think it's good. I think it is good. We just need that 7 quality back, and check it out. So that was yesterday, right? I used all my cards. I even used one more trying to roll that. That's why it's 3 quality and not that 4 quality. And check it out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mythic cards. If you want to know my card farming secret, hit me up in the comments. And no, I did not use any crystals to get these cards here. So what we're doing today is we're gonna be taking all 3 native tier 3s into some epic adventures. Yes, we're gonna see which one is best for PvE, and then we'll talk about their individual value just for the game in general. But we're gonna see who comes out on top in PvE. We're gonna go into, I don't know, maybe both Null and Mephisto, but definitely at least one. Depending on how long the video runs, I'll do Null and Mephisto for all 3 of them. But what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to swap this rage out for a mighty energy. And from my testing that I did a while back, the mighty energy with 20% all attack or just all attack energy is better than beatdown for Null. Now maybe that might change for Mephisto, since you can't just face tank. You're not in his skills all the time, so that could possibly change for Mephisto. But I'm gonna put this one on him right here, and then Sentry, he has basically his best equivalent to Null's, because after my testing with Sentry, beatdown is way better. It's actually significantly better than all attack mighty energy for a forge energy. But thing is this, Mephisto actually has a brilliant. He's got a brilliant. It doesn't have the best roll on it. It only has 220 proc. It goes up to 240. So there's that. So it's not on complete level playing ground, but you know, it's as close as we're gonna get it at this point. But as far as their builds go, let's run through it. They all have a maxed out build. So 20 Odin's Blessings. Yeah, all their skills are maxed out. He's got type 5 fully maxed out, Hawk's Eye, and then he's got the Brilliant there. None of them have uniforms, although maybe we could be seeing a Void soon, which would actually make this testing much easier, because it would make him a villain, right? And then I could use them all on the same, villain requirement stage. So we're gonna have to get funky with that. But Sentry, maxed out build, 20 Odin's Blessings, yeah, all skills maxed out. Rank 5, he has a stage 12 power of Angry Hulk, and then I showed you his energy. And then Null as well, 20 Odin's Blessings, every skill maxed out. He's got type 4, so he's down a notch. But that shouldn't matter. All that, well, for Mephisto, it might just a little bit. But yeah, maxed out Hawk's Eye, and then he's got the Rage, which I'm actually gonna put that energy on him. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna get to it, guys. Can you believe Godzillanator rolling that? I mean, come on, dude. Seriously. Shucks. Alrighty, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna run Null first. The only stage I can bring them, all 3 of them on, is going to be stage 14. As sad as it is, that's just the way it's got to be. So, is Mephisto in fact going to be better? Is he going to beat both Sentry and Null? I don't know. It's gonna be a close one. I honestly have no idea. Sneaky Bandit just doesn't know. But Sneaky Bandit's curious. Let's find out. Okay, good. We didn't activate the proc early. Seems to be right on time here. And we're gonna let this phase start, and then we're gonna run. Okay, get off the field, man. Get off the field. That's why I only brought one striker, one ignore dodge striker. I actually didn't. I didn't run all my world boss. So there's Deathlock. I'm actually not gonna risk trying to hit the 5 in there. Hit it now. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured we're going to get trapped up. So this way we'll have... Well, it really doesn't matter. His tier 3 isn't tough to charge up. But seems to be so far so good. Yeah, if you hit that 5, it just... You run the risk of missing that proc there. So I just didn't hit it. 405 seems to be a pretty good time. I honestly don't think it could be done much faster than that. So Null, Mr. Null on Null is clocking in at 405 with, actually here, let me show you the energy I put on him. It's the one I showed you, but just so we're on the same page here, bada bing, bada boom. Took off the raise. He's got a 20% all attack, forge energy. So they're, like I said, they're as close to being on the same, like the same build as possible without me unequipping that brilliant off of Mephisto, which I'm just not gonna do because it's way too expensive. All right, let's bring in our next contestant. All right, maybe third time's a charm with our boy Sentry. I had to take Mephisto off the team because he kept on striking. And I gave him a strikeout. He striked out 3 times. Listen, you're gone, man. I ain't playing with you no more. Okay, good proc, good proc. Yeah, sometimes you wanna like delay cancel on the 5 there. There it is. There it is. Like such a nice proc there. The difference in damage. Yeah, okay. Okay, Agent Venom. I think I was just on the field for too long. Or like I was in his Clintar stuff. Proc. Late proc, but okay. Yeah, get off the field, man. I'm gonna have to strike you out too. Okay, we actually missed that. We missed it, but I'll tell you what. That damage right there is better than the proc coming late on his tier 3. Like actually getting the proc on his tier 3, but coming late. It's better than that. So we're just gonna let this rock here. There it is. Okay. Wow. Wow. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Man, the difference in time from when his procs actually hit from when they don't hit. So imagine if I got the proc on that last tier 3, his time would definitely be at least a few seconds faster. So a little bit slower than Null, but not by much. Not by much. I mean, like I said, if you got all his procs right, I would have put him at a solid 4. So he's, I don't know, maybe 5 seconds behind Null. It's not too much, not too far behind him. But let's see. Last but not least, we got our boy Mephisto here. Let's see if he could shake things up in the native tier 3 meta. The moment we've all been waiting for, to see if Mephisto is in fact the best native tier 3 of them all. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm thinking he might really impress us here. Like, seriously? Let's find out. That's right. He's got the... So, the verdict still seems... Wow. Holy. Do it on this regular rotation? No way. No way. Okay. That's insane, dude. Wow. Have to back off, even though like you want, like, okay, his proc activated, you want to go back into it, like right there, like when the proc reactivates on his my goodness gracious, Mike, that's the very first run with him, dude. He is smashing the competition. Yeah, I know he's got the brilliant, but the brilliant, like I said, it's not the max proc, so it's halfway. It's like halfway to the max proc, right? So, without it, I mean, I still think he would be faster than the both of them. I mean, he's 20 seconds faster than Null, and then we'll say a solid 25 seconds faster than Sentry. That's impressive. That is very impressive. So, his value for Null, for fighting Null, seems to be very high, very high. Let's take him. Let's take him into Mephisto. See if maybe the rules change there. Maybe, I don't know, Sentry or Null is gonna come out on top there because, you know, he's got high elemental resistance other than chill damage. Let's rock and roll. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Stage 19 of Mephisto. Let's see if Mephisto can still reign true on Mephisto. We're gonna run Sentry first. And I'm telling you, man, the difference in damage, if your proc actually works in your favor or not with this man. Wow, there's 2 Mephistos, you see that? You get a proc? Okay. Still, even like, it's a late proc. There's a lot of damage left on the table, but that's just kind of how it is with this guy. It's very tough to get all your procs. The thing is, you have absolutely no control over it. No control over it. There's really nothing you can do. Like right there, late on the proc on the tier 3. And I think Mephisto just moved out of the way entirely, so it really wouldn't have mattered. And no beatdown. Seems like you get the beatdown and then, you know, like the bar's full, but it just doesn't go off. And we're not going to use his tier 3 there because, yeah, should be able to break him down without using it. And then this way we can just pop off with it. Hopefully we actually get the proc. You know what, the proc just came early, and that's the thing, like, most of the time it comes late, so, you know, you think, like, okay, I could just sit in his skills for a second, but then it comes early. That's just the way it is. So, I'm not, like, look at that. No proc at all. At the very end. So now I gotta wait even longer before going into his next rotation. It's just so ridiculous. Like, I wish they would, you know, recognize and address some of these issues here like this. Like, I'm sure they, you know, they gotta be aware of some of this stuff, right? So it would be real nice if they actually did that. See, look at the difference in damage there from his proc working, right, and not working. I mean, how many bars was that? Like 8 bars? I'd say probably like at least 8 bars, right? And look at that, you could just attack right through his. So yeah, Sentry survivability is just, it's phenomenal. You could attack right through his, you know, just whatever he's throwing at him. Okay, there we go. 245. I still think, you know, he could do that faster. If that first tier 3 proc, you know, hit at the right time, it would have definitely been, I don't know, 5-7 seconds faster. Because I think it was a difference of like, I think he did like 3 bars of damage, where on his tier 3 it does like 8, even 8 plus, something or other like that. All right, so now let's bring in our boy Null and see if he can at least beat Sentry. And I don't know, maybe he could beat Mephisto too. We'll find out in short order, friend. And here we are, back at it, running with our lone star striker, Agent Venom, and we're running Null. Yeah, I still have 4 of my world boss clears left to do. I've been debating on unlocking 40, right? Just paying the crystals, because I completed it 5 times. So I have some of the challenges left, not all of them. And I'm debating on doing that and then giving Rogue a brilliant and seeing if she could actually do it. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today. It's just the day's running along, friend. But let's run our boy Null here. And hopefully his proc, that seemed like a good proc. It activated on the 2, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Null survivability is excellent too. Honestly, when I was playing him with, well, actually that wouldn't work with the okay, yeah, I'm not gonna try to hit that 5. It seems like it's too tight for that 5 there. We'll get it on this next rotation. Okay, we did not break him. We didn't break the man. He when playing Mephisto, well, playing Null for Mephisto, he seemed to do pretty well. Just like using his tier 3 in a time where you actually wouldn't use it. Like it seemed like off proc. That's the thing with energy. It's like, you know, now I can't use the tier 3 until I'm actually in his rotation, right? Like right about now. You hit his 3. And That's the we definitely we gotta pop this 5 to get the heal. There we go. Got the heal, got the heals, baby, got the heals. We're wheeling and dealing, dealing, and healing. He seems to be getting through this quicker than Sentry, I think. Okay, where are you gonna go? Oh, we missed that proc. It doesn't matter anyways because of the rage outburst. So whether we got the proc or not, wouldn't have made a big difference. But this is kind of what I feared for. I kind of want to like hit that tier 3, just like go into it. Okay, where's your proc? Where's your proc at? Okay, I think we can hit the 5 here and be okay. It all depends on where your proc actually is. Oh yeah, he's way faster than Sentry. Way fast. 20 seconds faster. 20 seconds faster than Sentry for Mephisto. And that was my first time running Null. I ran Mephisto, or I ran Sentry. I ran him like 4 times. Well, one additional time because my Streamlabs just froze on me. But I ran him a few times, and that was his fastest time. So Null, yeah, definitely better for Mephisto than Sentry. I'll say that much, but not so much better for Null. All right, now for the moment you all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of excited about this too. I want to see who takes the cake. Who is gonna take the cake here? Let's bring our boy Mephisto in. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm waiting for Mephisto to blow out the competition here. Me personally, I mean, after seeing his performance in Null, I think he's gonna smoke him. I think he's gonna smoke him. So what was that? It was 245 for Sentry. I'll have to go back and look and see what it was for Null, but forget, man. Forget. Okay, we got his type enhancement up right here. Boom. Tier 3, 4, and 5. And then once you see that okay, see, that's what I mean. You want to go back into his 4, 5 once. Wow, we broke him down already, guys. We broke him down already. I don't know, do we want to charge this? I'm going to try charges up here. Here we go. Should pop off right about there. And that actually works out perfect. But sometimes you actually don't want it to go off on the first skill you hit, right? Depending on. So it would have been nice for the proc to activate like a second earlier. But look at this, man. He could just walk right in and out of his stun machine like nobody's business. Okay, he's going to stop us here. I shouldn't have used his tier 3 there. I shouldn't have. His time would be faster. I'm quite confident he's going to beat all these guys. Here, let's just activate the rage outburst. And then, you know, I'm not sure if he'll still go into that other phase with the purple landing strip or not. We're going to find out, though. But yeah, I can like walk in and out of that thing. He's like immune to all of his attacks there. It's pretty amazing. I think he was 305, right? Null was 305. I went into his 2 a little early, but it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. 336. 336. My goodness gracious. Yo, what is happening, guys? The one and only Godzillanator is back, and he's back in action. Yeah, and by the way, don't listen to anything that Sneaky Bandit's got to say, especially if it pertains to anything negative about me. All right, so guys, we just did some testing. Now let me spot out the numbers real quick. So for Null, Sentry clocked in at 357, Null 405, and then Mephisto a whopping 425. And then for Mephisto, 245 for Sentry, Null 305, and then Mephisto 336. So he's 20 seconds faster than Null for, than Null for Null, and then he's like 30 seconds, over 30 seconds faster than Null for Mephisto, and then, you know, he's even, what, 50 seconds faster? 51 seconds faster than Sentry for Mephisto, and then, see, 25, 20, so 28 seconds faster for Null. So, I know he's got this brilliant. And by the way, let's talk about this for a second. So, I'm in the same line chat with Free-to-Play Adventures, and there was a screenshot. I think he just did a video on it recently, of Mephisto and ABX comparing the type enhancement, right? The type amplification here, this effect on judgments. This type amplification right here, right? See where my head is? On Forge judgments. and he compared that versus the all attack. Now the thing is, the beast doesn't have a type, so essentially the type amplification, it shouldn't be doing more damage. But he found that the one rolled with type amplification did more damage than one with all attack. So it seems that the type amplification, it's actually adding to elemental damage. Now there was a screenshot floating around that somebody contacted support asking them about this for in English and then again in Korean. Now in English they responded and said it pertained to this, like blast type characters would do more damage to combat, so on and so forth. And then in Korean it said that it applied to actually elemental damage, and from the testing and the evidence shows that it actually does apply to elemental damage. Even seen in my Rogue video that she was even 10 seconds faster for Null. Right, we did Mephisto, she was like 30 seconds faster for Mephisto and then 10 seconds faster for Null. I think Null just has more defense, right? Because the times here kind of reflect that as well. Like if you consider the difference in time from Sentry, Null, and Mephisto, right? So, so I know this guy is a brilliant, but it's definitely not doing, it's not giving him 20 seconds. Like if he had just a mighty, right, a well-rolled mighty judgment, just like these guys have well-rolled mighty energies, he would still, I don't think it's definitely not giving him 30 seconds for Mephisto and then 20 seconds for Null. I'd say chalk it up to maybe 5-7 seconds, somewhere in that range, because it doesn't even have the max proc on it. If it had the max proc, that would be a different story. And if it did have the max proc, I would strongly consider swapping it just so we could do this test on complete even ground. But this guy, he's a world boss legend monster, but you know, for PvP, I haven't done testing myself, but from everything that I've seen, he's really not that good for PvE. You definitely want to build him no, he's not good for PvP. You want to build him for PvE. Sentry, though, on the other hand, his value, as we all know, is PvP, and he could do it with a PvE build. Like he wins 96-97% of my matches with this energy on. And, you know, most people haven't built with regens. Like, I guarantee if you look at the top, I don't know, 50 sentries, I'd say all of them, 95% to, oh, this guy's got a destruction. Okay. I'd say probably not, at least 90% have regens on them. But, okay. So there it is. There it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We found out Mephisto, he's just a monster. He is the strongest. He is the strongest native tier 3 in the game right now. He is a world boss legend maniac, as we just found out. He was melting them bars, baby, just melting them. So I wouldn't be afraid to build him up and build him for PvE. That's where his bread is buttered, baby. All right, guys. So I'll catch you on the flip side. So you better stay tuned. You stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there now. Oh, by the way, my next video is something that's kind of out of the box, but I think you'll find it to be very helpful and entertaining at the same time. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Adios, amigos.